Welcome, everybody. I have to put my protective jewelry on. Hold on. Woo! All right. Hope everyone's having a wonderful Friday. Back up. Okay. So, let's line the dice up. We'll do Neptune and Aries. And let's see what house comes out. This is current energy. 8th house. Scorpio energy. Transformation. Neptune. Yes. See, so my sister said something about Neptune. Because Neptune went in with Saturn, Saturn doesn't want, like, it just doesn't, it's not fair, you know? Like, Neptune needs to be its own thing, my sister said. And the fact that Saturn is there, like, trying to teach it a lesson. Yes. Is that what it is? About its psychic gifts. It's going to piss Neptune off. In the first house, well, that just being Aries. Intimacy, death. It's almost like somebody is going to surrender to a cycle finally. That possibly they've been scared to death to do. Already getting hot. It's like freezing cold in my apartment, and now I'm already have the friggin' psychic sweats. Oh yeah, okay, let's do these. Yeah, I'm in the Aries, Neptune, Saturn energy, 8th house. See, that right there is Saturn. Right there. That is Saturn showing up right there. Motherhood. That's what I mean. Neptune can do that on its own. Okay. Capricorn law. Map change. Big changes. There's the 8th house. Okay. Forced transformation. See, this is what we're trying not to do. Okay, because somebody thinks possibly getting into a contract with somebody would be an attachment as opposed to a beautiful contract. Because there's obviously something going down. So cleanse and protect, spiritual attack. That's also why I like to do the song bowl. Because if there's a negative energy around you, the song bowl, it'll dissipate pretty quick. Like negative energies don't want to listen to that song bowl. Okay, so Unforeseen circumstances. Rushing to ruin everything. Okay. Something might happen quickly. That's not even Neptune. Oh, that's the wrong sign. Look at I put Uranus down by accident. Like Uranus and Neptune are kind of similar. I didn't even realize that I did that. So Uranus, something is going to happen quick. And it's possible that somebody thinks it's to sabotage them. But really, it's to get them into something quick so then they don't pull out quick. Right? Like that whole 1 foot in, 1 foot out kind of can't be this. Like you can't be 1 foot in and 1 foot out with a Saturn cycle. And especially with Aries, I'm like, somebody's meant to do this. That's going to put them into their path. Like somebody's definitely in danger. Like if you don't get this contract, something bad could happen. Like you're not going to be able, look at that. Greed. Okay. Ooh, okay. So actually this is, I like this together. So we have greed. All right. And then with the box in, or the sack in reverse. So that makes me think that whatever sabotage is lined up, it's lined up by somebody greedy that just wants something, and the universe is telling them to stay away from your shit. What up, Anne? Okay, like they're being denied entry to your shit because somebody grew up. Somebody knows how to fucking protect themselves now. Yeah, something's going to happen fast. Oh, to get rid of the people who don't give a fuck about you. Okay, so I guess there's still some people that control your life somehow that don't like you. They do not give a fuck about you. They obviously, because I'm like, I keep seeing it. I kept looking at it with this Capricorn energy. Vampire. Like I wrote vampire at the top of the card right there. Okay, because it's kind of like, it's an attachment card. And I keep looking at it. And it makes me think that somebody is plotting to take something away from you that they need. They need it to survive. But I don't know, kind of seems like who gives a shit? Just because they need it, they don't give a fuck about you. And it's being proved now that they don't care about you. So why would you care about helping them? Like, and that's kind of like, that's where you take your power back and be like, I don't give a shit. You can fucking die, bitch. You left me on the side of the road dying. Like, you expect me to come and save you? Like, and then you might hear, somebody say, well, that says a lot about your character. I mean, you died on the side of the road and now you're not going to help somebody. No, I'm not going to help somebody that watched me dying on the side of the road and did nothing. Of course I would help somebody dying on the side of the road that didn't have nothing to do with me dying on the side of the road. But like, I'm not going to help somebody that ignorantly walked by me and did nothing. No. Okay. Eye for a fucking eye, man. But some people would, like they'll get fucked and fucked and fucked and still keep giving and giving and giving to these people, right? Some people are crazy desperate. Other people, a little bit more woke, ain't gonna happen for them. They're not gonna go down this path with somebody. Intimidating the witness. See? Intimidation tactics. Well, and one of my favorite lines from Titanic, my sister said it today. I don't know why. Oh, I think we were talking about my landlord. He's just such a liar. I don't know what comes out of him, but he's such a woman sometimes. And my sister said, she's like, well, don't you know the money's gone? And I'm like, how could I forget? You remind me every day. Something about the money being gone and like the tower moment. Okay. And I've been trying to tell, my landlord has been fucking with me and my sister for 2.5 years right now. Okay. Up until this point, 2.5 years. We've given him $49,000 to live here. And he has not fixed our sink for 3 months. Last summer, he didn't fix our oven for 3 months. He just does these long periods of time where he doesn't fix things. And I give him all this money and he doesn't put up his end of the bargain. His end of the bargain is to fix the apartment. My end of the bargain is to pay for the apartment. If you don't reciprocate your end of the bargain, guess what? Tower moment's going to come in. And this whole fucking thing you're standing on is going to come crumbling down because this is a 50-50 world. If you're giving, you expect to be receiving. And you have to make sure that you put yourself in receiving mode because I've watched the universe try to give to people and then they're like, no, it's okay. No, it's okay. But you want to give and give and give. Well, if the universe can't give anything back to you, you're showing how abusive it really is. Okay. So this to me kind of seems like this whole Neptune Saturn thing, someone's trying to illusion a cycle, okay, over somebody and they don't give a fuck about you. So it's almost like they're trying to take your Aries. They want to take your mission, and maybe they possibly have taken your mission for probably quite a while, throwing you off path, okay? And I feel like collective is off, like with their path, like 10 years, some of us, okay? Depending on how much manipulation's been done. Okay, so I keep looking at huge mistakes, unforeseen circumstances, and this is the Uranus energy that I picked up in the beginning, where somebody is trying to rush something. Okay, and it's gonna make it look like it's fake, but it's not fake. Like sometimes we get these like little windows of opportunity. I just had this little window of opportunity and I took it and it worked. And I couldn't believe it. And somebody is going to get so fucked over soon. And I don't care. That's what happens when you fuck around with people. You find out the consequences of that. Okay. These little windows that open. And that's literally like a woman ovulating, right? You get this little moment of time. It's like 3 days, 4 days, and then it's done. It's closed for like another 27 days or 24 days or something like that. Okay. That's this, like you get these little windows of opportunity. And if you don't take them, they're going to be gone. Okay. So by you standing your ground, that means this little opportunity that they thought they could take, they're not going to be able to because you shut it down. Even if it's just, that's the thing, is that even if you let somebody take a parking spot away from you, or if you let them take a line away from you, you're kind of letting the universe know, hey, by the way, you can just cut in line and take my spot because I don't really care. You have to stand up for yourself, right? That's the only way to get into this new cycle, is to stand your fucking ground, stand up for yourself, and Stop giving a fuck about the people who don't give a fuck about you. And to tell if people give a fuck about you, okay, are they listening to you? Are they because if they're listening to you, they most likely care about you. If they're talking over you and they keep trying to give you advice, they don't care about you. They're trying to sabotage you, okay? The people who listen to you, that slowly kind of guide you or just let you use them as, a sturdy hand, somebody that they can call if they're in distress, or somebody they can call if they're in need, that's opening up the door. That's a 50-50. Okay, telling people what to do, forcing things, okay, especially forcing people to do things quickly. I mean, again, with the window, we have these little opportunities, and sometimes we have to force ourselves to do things, and it's like the best opportunity. Like, those times where like your parents forced you to do something that you really didn't want to do, but this one time it worked out. And you're like, okay, well, you know what? The one time that my mother forced me to do something, guess what? It worked. Okay, like my mother once, oh man, I don't know how old I was, like 13 years old or something. She put me in an adult pottery class. And again, I don't know, I was 13 or 14. Like I was a fucking kid. Okay, I was terrified. But I mean, I asked her to do it and she let me, but she kind of shouldn't have, because it was for adults, or she should have at least come with me, like it was a little awkward. Like she should have put her foot down, but she didn't. And then I got super scared, but then she paid for it. So she made me do it, obviously. And I still think about that pottery class. I made this teapot and this matching cup, and I put cats' faces on it. I made this dragon sculpture, again for tea. I think we did a couple teapots. And anyways, I had so much fun doing it. I still think about it. And I don't know why. And it sucks because I gave those teapots to my grandparents because they drank a lot of tea back in the day and they just threw it out. Like, people who don't give a shit about you, you're gonna go to a ceramic place, you're gonna make them something, and you're gonna come to their house and it's not gonna be there because they don't give a shit about you because they threw it out. And when I asked my Oma about it, where I was like, where is the teapot that I made you? She didn't know the answer. Again, like, how much of a dick are you? Like, what the fuck? That was a one-of-a-kind Whitney Flint piece, and you just threw it away? It was just garbage to you? Like, what the fuck? I still have a mixtape that I made when I was 16, okay? Like, sentimental shit means something to me, and it should mean something to people when they actually care about their fucking life, okay? Like, the sentimental things mean something, okay? So whatever this next cycle is that's about to happen, I feel like it's a cycle that you constantly think about and adore. It's like, because it's going to have its advantages and it's going to have its disadvantages, and it's going to have its really great days, and it's going to have its really bad days. And even when I look back on some of the shittiest days that my sister and I have had on our adventure together, like living together, hey, is that Axl Rose? What up? For the last few years, and some of the most shittiest times that we had together, I look back on and like we can laugh, like, because it's funny now. Like, it was shitty then, but it's funny now, right? Like, even I don't even know how bad it was. Oh my God, this one time I don't know, we had a bunch of Chinese food, and then all of a sudden driving home, I had to pull over and shit all over the side of the road. And me and my sister think that that's the funniest story ever. And we drive by it. It was the worst day of my life. But now that it's gone and passed and nobody cares, we drove by it the other day and I was like, oh my God, that's the road. That's the road. And we started laughing so hard. And I'm like, but that was like the worst day of my life when it happened. Okay, because that's the thing, is like, that's what some of these people don't understand, is when you're in your right energy, they can't fuck with that. But if you don't know your right energy, and if you don't know like why you're here or what you're grinding with or what you want to do next, then it's really easy to be manipulated into wandering off your path. Okay, and I feel like doesn't want to wander off their path anymore. Okay, but then they feel like this is going to be some type of forced transformation that they're never going to get out of. But like, what if this transformation is the best transformation you've ever had in your entire life, and that old person that you shed and never looked back on never came back to haunt you because it wasn't supposed to be where you were at or the temple that you were wearing, right? Because like, I feel like a lot of collective has soul upgrades. Just like you have life upgrades, right? You have soul upgrades. You have like different levitation and dimensions that you can go into, and like where your dream state is, and different levels that you can pass, but you have to believe, and you have to believe in what you're seeing, and you have to believe to what you're connecting to, right? And then you can get to the next level, and there's all these different, you know, categories and little levels that, you know, people that we can get to. But if transformation's not there, if Scorpio's not there, you'll never get there, because you won't want to shed the skin that you're holding on to, because you're too afraid of what you're going to look like without it. When it's like, well, you can't carry it around with you forever, right? Like, change is change. It's fucking huge. Like, without change, I mean, we wouldn't grow, we wouldn't evolve, the planet fucking wouldn't be here. I don't know if it's evolution or aliens that brought us here, but regardless, it's evolution, okay? So progress. And letting go of this attachment that somebody can't get somewhere. Fuck that. Of course you can. It's a spiritual attack. So so basically it's almost like, it's not really a warning that I'm getting or anything, but it's definitely like, if this resonates and some type of contract comes up or something, or I don't know, something comes up, because I mean, it's a big cycle. I don't know, maybe you find like a puppy on the side of the road or something, take it. That's your cycle. That's your plan. That's your sign. Something's coming in, something that's going to last for a while. Because there's been some serious fuckery going around, and like, I feel like people have been taking somebody's energy and like, I don't know, trading it amongst themselves, and you know, people have been feeding off of your energy, and like, now it's time. If you don't take this cycle, I feel like, if this resonates, then somebody else is going to get it, and you're not going to get it. This is now a universe actually putting it in front of you and telling you to take something, because if you don't, then trust me, there's somebody in your energy that's going to take that energy from you and use it for themselves. Which is what I think they're trying to intimidate somebody out of. Especially if like, if you're starting to get plans to go away for work maybe, or move away, I mean, I would really watch talking about it with people. Like, if it's something that you've really been thinking about, then I really suggest you do it, if this is making sense, right? Because if you start talking about it with people are going to start to infiltrate you in a negative way, because if you're trying to go for something positive, maybe that's why Neptune's there, because Neptune's going to fuck with people, and it's going to fuck with you, possibly, in a sense where if you get too intoxicated or if you get too fucked up, then your mind could wander, send you into a negative pattern where you think you're about to do something, and then all of a sudden your mind starts playing tricks on you, and everybody starts fucking with you. And that's the thing, is like, independent people who make really strong independent moves aren't telling their moves to somebody before they do it. Okay, right? Wow, good. Thank you, Stacy. Okay, they're not telling people what they're doing. They're just doing it. Okay, and if people find out around them, awesome. If they don't, I mean, that means somebody's doing their job right, because nobody around them knows what they're doing, because they're actually fucking doing something. So they don't have time to go and tell everybody about it, because they're working. Okay, so this is definitely like, if you're working for something, don't let anybody fucking throw you off. See, no, absolutely not. Don't do it. Don't let those fuckers throw you off, because they're going to try. They're going to try. They're always going to try to throw something negative at you. That's the test. You know, it's always a test involved, no matter what. It just depends what the test is. It's not always multiple choice. They have an accomplice, heavy, hanging in a jury, and awful bad intentions. See? So now we've got karmics and contracts with Venus energy, exhaustion, deliberation, 7th house. They have an accomplice. See, they definitely have somebody behind enemy lines, behind your lines. Okay? Pisces energy. And, okay, I was wondering if this was going to happen. Actually, I was supposed to put Pisces in because today's the first day of Pisces. It's Pisces season today, is it not? I'm pretty sure it starts February 20th. Or it's the 21st. I don't know, but I'm pretty sure it's today. So there's your Pisces energy right there. Something going on behind the scenes. There's an enemy there. Trying to get at somebody's personality. Like if this next thing is made for you and it has your fucking name all over it, don't let anybody try to cop that away from you. Okay? Like, because clearly even your greatest friends or best friends can be your biggest accomplices. Like, just working behind the scenes with your biggest haters. And that's fucked up. How people really are. You know, the hidden intentions of people. Even, and now this is coming up, fucking Yellow Wolf, I think last year, he was putting out an album. And it was what he considered a big album, like something that he'd been working on for a while. And he had the cover already, and somebody leaked it out on him. And it was obviously one of the close people in his studio leaked his cover album on him, and it pissed him off so bad that he didn't even use it. He went with something else. And then he went on this rant for like weeks about how you can't fucking trust people and how like even your best friends can fucking stab you in the back, and this motherfucker stabbed him in his back and blah, blah, blah. And like, he was so angry about it. And it's like, and I felt his anger because he'd been working on it for so long and he wanted it to go a certain way, you know, like a release party should be able to. And the fact that some fucking lowlife, some loser fucking leaks it out before he gets to, and when that's his project, is bullshit. Okay, it's bullshit, sabotage, right? Even Satan getting into Rosemary's Baby. You see, I drew his little hand finally poking up. You know, even Satan bugging in with fucking Rosemary's shit, I mean, is fucked up, right? That's a little close for comfort there, Satan. I want to go fuck with somebody else, but anyways, look at that. Mars and the ego with wrath. Become the master. Explosive. Act now, think later. Step up. See, I kind of feel like this is almost like spirit speaking to somebody to be like, step up, either do it or don't, either shit or get off the pot, either boil it or fucking throw it away, you know, either do something or walk away. And then there's a heart overhead moment. So somebody needs to step into their heart and make a decision for a second over the whole head shit. Somebody's head is getting in the way of something. And I think it's possibly, you know, believing that people are as god-awful as what they are. Trust me, they fucking are. Okay, there's heavy blockages with the lucky number 13 and hiding important information from you. Sneaky behavior. Somebody has an enemy in their 12th house. Okay, and it's blocking them from moving forward because it's keeping them in fear. One of your so-called friends is keeping you in fear to move forward. And there's the devil again. I knew it. The devil is so fucking desperate right now. He's pulling at little strings, okay? And whoever this friend is, they become a backstabber because they're getting you to stay in a cycle that you need to move away from. And then they're trying to tell you that if you're going to be rushed to do it, then it's not good. Then fuck that. It's like, okay, well, put it this way. What if you were a musician on the side of the road and the traveling band came through and said, hey, jump in our van and come to the next show and open up for us, and you don't. And that could have been a break of a lifetime, right? Sometimes if you don't get the energy when it's coming, Uranus style, right, you're going to fucking miss it. You're going to miss it because all you know, if you jump into that van and take that show and open up for them, that could be a break of a lifetime. There could be somebody watching. There could be somebody in the crowd. Then they could say, you know what, you did so well. Do you want to continue the tour with us? Like, you never fucking know what could happen if you take a chance. But if you don't want to take a chance, then you're going to miss this cycle. Maybe that's what we're getting. War of the Worlds. Okay, this is where it stops. I was thinking about this movie today. We all know it. Tom Cruise, the vampire. Okay, War of the Worlds right there. And it popped up. And I was like, okay, if that card comes up, we're fucked. That means that somebody, look at neighbor disputes, violations. They want to fight you. Okay, they're going to challenge you. And that would be, okay, so that would be if you were standing on the side of the road playing your music, okay, and you had a sidekick that really didn't do anything. Okay, they kind of just sat there and like, you know, maybe played the spoons like on their knee or something like that, like backup vocals, not somebody you really need, okay? And then this van pulls up, totally creepy, by the way, but just go with it. Opens up their door and they're like, "Come do this show with us tonight. It's only a city over. You're going to be an hour away from home. Boo-hoo!" Okay, like you can fucking get back if something bad happened. Okay, and then this motherfucker sitting beside you playing the fucking spoons, thinking that they run the shit, says, "That's creepy. We're not going." Totally holds you back. Okay, that would be your 12th house enemy. Okay, because you're trying to do something. Right? You're trying to take a risk, right? You're trying to get out of your imprisonment, trying to get something going. And of course they want to keep you there because they're there. They're not doing shit. So they're going to want to keep you there with them, obviously, in the same town, doing the same shit, never getting anything done, never changing, never growing. Just stay the same. And that's the true people who don't give a fuck, because the people who do give a fuck about you, if that was me and my sister standing on the side of the road and somebody went, "Hey, come and do tarot readings with us," do you think she'd be like, "You're not going anywhere"? She'd be like, "I'm coming with her. I'm going to track every step and we're going to make her the next fucking tarot reader of the world." That is somebody who supports you versus somebody who's trying to look like they're your friend, but then hide in your 12th house where all your confinement is and all your secrets are and all your hidden, phobias. Okay. And they're going to sit there and they're going to keep attracting you back in to your phobias and your fears and your confinement and your bullshit and your prison, because that's where they are. Always remember, if you have somebody who has a shitty life around you, might not want to brag about your next big thing, because they're probably going to be like, "Fuck you, you're an asshole, it's never going to work out for you. You think you're going to go big, but really you're just going to go home crying like you always do, blah, blah, blah." But that's the thing with collective that's trying to bust their ass. You could push them away 1,000 times. If it's something they want, they're going to keep trying for it. They're just going to keep trying in different ways, but they're going to try for that goal no matter what. It's what spirits told them to do. It's what's going to happen. Okay, sometimes we get the timing off. Okay, because time doesn't exist when people are stuck in 12 houses. Okay, trying to get to that first house of themselves again. So then they can start this whole fucking process again, but have themselves center stage instead of all their hidden enemies that look like their friends. Oh, I just heard this. I'm not going to lie, I'm a little dizzy. Whoa, Spirit really takes it out of me sometimes. Woo! Yeah, see, I feel like just timing-wise, I feel like somebody's enemy just knows the timing of this right now, that something is happening, that you're ready for something. So they're really going to try to fucking grab it. All right. What up, Ryu? You finally made it. Oh, my God. We've gone live for 35 minutes. I was going to say like 15, maybe. What the fuck? All right, I might do some questions tonight, Ryu. I'm going to do one more reading, and then everybody think of questions. I'm going to do quick questions with quick answers. because I want to blow some people's minds with my mad fucking skills. Okay, so we're going to do some questions after this next reading. So take what resonates and discard the rest, as I always love to say. Hey, 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 hey. And we're going to do these cards. Did I tell you guys that my snake is hitting sexual maturity? So he has been just crazy. He's got so much energy. So I increased his mouse size. So now he's on mice like that, like this long, I don't know, this wide. He ate one today. Oh my God, he's been sleeping for 6 hours straight. This is a record. A record. Oh my God, he's finally sleeping. It's like the baby finally went to sleep. Oh my God, the snake finally went to sleep. Oh, I felt so bad for him. And my sister has a female snake that's the same as him. And every time I go into her room, he smells her and he starts like glitching, which is what snakes do when they smell females. Oh my God, he's having such a hard time over here. Fucking hormones going crazy. I feel so bad for him. He doesn't understand what's happening to his little snake body. Oh, okay. So my sister looked it up. She actually, I said it because like I can communicate with him pretty well, and he's been pretty antsy. So I've gone through like, Mother's Book of Home Remedies of like everything that could possibly be wrong with him, of why he's so eccentric right now. And I said to myself, I'm like, I bet you he's maturing. I'm like, I swear to God, I think he's maturing. So then I didn't read that though. And then my sister looked it up. She was like, oh, by the way, males reach sexual maturity between 18 to 24 months. And he is like 20 months right now. I think he just turned 20 months. He's almost 2. So it's just lining up. And like they also get antsy too when they get, because they're just hungry all the time. They want to eat all the time, but it's the glitching. It's now that he's glitching, which he's never glitched before. The glitch is him smelling a female. So that's how we like kind of put all the pieces of the puzzle together, and we're like, oh my God, he can smell the bitches. He hit puberty. Like I was like, yay, my boy's getting so big. He is, man. He's getting fucking huge. I said he was 5.5 feet. He's not. He's 4 feet. But he could get to 5 feet if he keeps growing this way. Holy crap. But yeah, he's 4 feet, not 5.5 feet. I don't think I meant to say that. I might have meant to say 3.5 feet to 4 feet. I'm like, he's not the length of me, but my God, he's getting long. He does watch TV. He like every now and then he'll sit and watch my phone. Sometimes I put this snake video on today or the other day of a milk snake shedding. And I was like, look it, buddy, he's shedding. And he stopped and he stared. I don't know what he sees, but he looked like he was watching. I don't know. He's finally sleeping though. Like, don't wake the baby. Oh my God. He's so sexually mature. He's becoming a man. Okay, here we go. Last reading, and then make sure you don't put your questions down yet, but make sure you think of them. So then not to send them in telepathically this time, okay? Oh, man. I really want to breed him with my sister's snake, but not yet. They're too little. Okay, here we go. Take what resonates and leave what doesn't. What does Spirit have to say for us today? Oh man, is Steven here? Fucking sexual chemistry card came up as per usual. Every time it comes up. Okay, self-love, boundaries, and cut the cord. Whoa, sorry about that, everybody. That came straight from my diaphragm. Woo! I didn't even have any control of that burp. Okay. Now, this is very interesting, okay, people? So let's take a walk. Ooh, my nose. Okay, we have Pet Cemetery, Carrie, and Psycho. Basically, what I'm getting is, in the past, you're dealing with somebody who you had sexual relationships with, okay? And this is the sign, okay? If this reading is for you, this is a sign about somebody who you had sex with, okay? Now, it seems like with self-love in the past, it means that somebody chose themselves over a relationship. And that's, with the Pet Cemetery, I'm getting that possibly somebody, like the relationship just died. Maybe the person died, the friendship died, the relationship died, something died. Okay? And funny, look at that. In the past, 2 cats, 2 black cats. What's this so weird? This is the only cat in that deck, and this is the only cat in that deck. There's Church. Winston Churchill. Okay, so 2 cats here. Oh, I babysat 2 cats when I lived in Alberta for like 6 months. I miss them so much. They were so cute. Actually, one of them looked like this. Speak of the devil. His name was Duke. He was so cute. Okay. And then current energy with Carrie and boundaries. I mean, the whole thing with Carrie is that people eventually breach her boundaries, right? Like the dude that takes her to prom, right? They break her boundaries, right? She's got all these boundaries up. Her mother is, Christian thumping, holy fuck, makes her kneel down on rice, okay? Huge boundary around her, okay? Like maybe somebody's mother, like remember we were just talking about mothers? Maybe somebody's mother did like a protection curse, or maybe somebody dated a mother and they did some type of curse on them or something like that. There's a mother involved here, okay, that put some boundary around somebody, okay? And then, maybe this mother got into their head and then they broke up with you, okay? Because even Psycho, his mother is in his head, right? Like stuck in his head. He can hear his mother. He acts like his mother's alive. I actually watched the 80s one. And I swear, I haven't seen it. I'm literally watching the 80s one through my third eye right now. And I was probably 10 years old when I watched it. So just give me a second here with this movie. But I feel like the guy, man, the graphics in the 80s one, so good, man. It's so good compared to the Vince Vaughn one. Stupid. But I feel like he's talking to his mother. And she's on the rocking chair, right? You can see the top of her hair, but the rocking chair is facing the window. And then you see that he's talking to a corpse, like a skeleton, with a wig on. I swear that's Psycho, right? Oh, I gotta watch that movie again. And like the different shots of the house, like what a great set. Oh, I gotta watch that movie again. I could just see the set was, I really remember the set was super cool. Anyways, cut the cord. So like with cut the cord and the psycho in your head, cutting the cord to the psycho in your head. Like maybe somebody's, okay, honestly, you know how I feel? You could have started dating somebody in the past and somebody around you died. And it's like they got into your head and they fucking changed, you know, like they weren't like that when they were alive, but they died and then they were angry or they were mad and they got into somebody's head and they fucked with somebody. I don't know. The dead work in mysterious ways. Like, is this witchcraft or something? Or like, are we got something to worry about here? Or is this just everyday? It's everyday. See? Okay. See? I feel like whoever died, okay, it's a masculine energy, all right? They wanted stability and they attached into somebody. They attached into their friend or somebody, okay? And it's like this friend gave them what they wanted by mourning them instead of pursuing their life. And you know what's weird is I did this reading for this girl fucking 10 years ago at least. And she was so hooked on her grandfather being dead. And she said she would go to his grave every day. And it had already been a couple years. And she was like, I don't understand this attachment that I have with them. She's like, I have to go to the grave. I have to see him. I have to talk to him. I have to. She's like, it's affecting my life. It's affecting my child. It's affecting my work. And I was just sitting there like, okay, your grandfather, like, I didn't really want to say it, but I felt like her grandfather was a monster. Because I was like, well, why would he be haunting you like this? Like, and I didn't say this to her, but now that I think about it in the present time, I think like, why would, if a loved one pass over, the last thing they want is for you to mourn them in that way. They're dead. They're gone, right? They just want to be remembered and have you move on. They're moved on. They're dead. They're on a different plane now. Okay. So mourning them and not moving, it would be the opposite of what they would want you to do if they died. So the fact that I feel like this person had an attachment get into them to the point where like they could hear their voice or they could hear somebody's voice. And now that person has to cut the cord with this dead person, okay, with this masculine energy that's like controlling them. Because then we have sacred friendship. Listen to your intuition. Like, this is a sign. Like, I mean, don't be surprised if somebody says to you, I don't know, something like they felt controlled. They felt like they couldn't be with you. They felt like they could hear something in their head. telling them to hate you or something like that. Like, don't be surprised if somebody says that there was something in their head that hated you. Because they're not lying. It's not that they hated you. But if they couldn't understand what they were hearing because of this entity, then they wouldn't know that it was somebody else. They would think that it was them. Wow. Beautiful possibilities on the bottom of the deck. So take what resonates, people, and leave what doesn't. Well, Stacy, I'm glad it's so damn accurate for you. That's a bonus. I don't think I've seen you in the lives before. So I guess you just got lucky, homie. All right, everybody, get your questions out, because one question per person. If you want to ask, lay it on me. If you don't, then we's gonna end this reading pretty quickly. Because I have had a fuck of a week. Oh my God. Oh, Rio, you have a question? All right, while everybody does their questions, I'm going to go heat up my coffee. I'll be right back. What up, Sarah? Okay, should I file a complaint with AT? Or will it be a disadvantage? All right, should Danny file a complaint with AT? God, should Danny file a complaint with AT? Oh, red flag. Choose a new direction and step back. I'm going to say I would not file that complaint. Yeah, I wouldn't involve a character. Honestly, you do whatever you want to do, but it could cost you your job. All right? Okay, so hold on, Ryu. Hold on. We're going to have to mash that up a little bit. That's a lot of stuff. Basically, do you want to know if somebody is fucking with you to your face? Yeah, sorry. I can tell you're super angry in a good way. Like I know it's frustrating. So let's just try to sum that up a little bit, all right, buddy? Like we got to stick with a straight yes or no. Oh, I think she's got it. Just one basic question, Ryu. Just one basic question. Okay, basically what I'm getting from you is, do you just want to know why somebody's fucking with you? Like, is that what you want to know? Why somebody's messing with you? Honestly, I'm going to tell you right now, if somebody's messing with you, it's because they're jealous of you. That is the number one. Yeah, see, Danny, we said it at the same time. If someone's fucking with you, they're jealous of you. Okay? Like, there's no other way to put it. They are jealous of something, whatever it is. It's just collective has to get smart and fucking fight back. Oh, she probably is. All right, okay. So you want to know if somebody's communicating with straight up demons? Ryu wants to know if someone's talking to demons. Are they evil and talking to demons? Whoever Ryu's got their eye on. Romantic relationship. I would say she fucks demons. And there's a lot of energies that do this. They have sex with demons and they think it's going to give them power. And they try to get romantic with them. And these demons ruin their lives. Because demons aren't here to have sexual relationships. They're here to fucking kill people and take over and ruin people's lives. So they have a demonic attachment. And you, my friend, I suggest protection, protection, protection. All right, does nobody else have any questions? It's so weird. See, as soon as I do this, as soon as I open up to questions, nobody ever wants to ask questions. But then when I don't want to do questions, people want questions answered. It's such a crazy world we live in. Such a crazy world we live in, people. So would she know about it or not? Would she know about the attachment or not? Probably. Probably. Usually people know about that shit because they call it on themselves. But some people know what they're doing, but then they don't take it seriously and they think that they are doing something, but then they'll also be like, well, it can't be that bad, or it can't be that powerful, or it can't be, I can't be doing that bad. And like, it's just really weird. It's such a catch-22 because people like, it's so easy to talk shit about magic, but then when you rely on it, it's suddenly you like it again? Danny. Okay, you know what? Let me ask a question. All right, anybody? Hey, Steven! Oh, I already mentioned you before, buddy. Your favorite card came out. The sexual relations card already came out. But you weren't here. But it came out again just for you. Do you have a question, Steven? Is anybody else here? Are you talking about you can hear demons? DS. What does that stand for, Steven? I don't know what that means. Done, son? Are you done, son? It's like I got all this time for you guys. Look at 1, 2, 3 on the clock. Love that. Thanks for liking the video, people. Please like the video. We had such a good live the other night. So many peeps up in here. Yeah, you can ask me as many questions as you want, Danny. You're my moderator. You can ask me a question every reading if you want. You kick ass. Where will I find new friends? Aw, well, Steven, you found us. So that's an automatic yes. All right. Will Steven find new friends? Sorry, I don't mean to cough. Will Steven find new friends? Okay, so this is really cool. You're going in the right direction, okay, and then with no in reverse, which means on. Okay, so whenever no comes in reverse, I take it as on and not no. So you're going in the right direction, which means I feel like you know you're going to find new friends. Okay, it's just timing-wise. Choose a new direction. Okay, so you're going in the right direction with choose a new direction. So there's something that you're doing right, but also something that you're doing wrong. Okay, and like think of it this way. When you're old, like how old are you? 30s, 40s, okay, wherever you are at in life. After 30, we don't really get friends. Okay? They just don't really happen anymore. So you have to find... You're only 19 years old, Steven. Well, you could probably find friends tonight if you're 19. You just got to go out, son. I'm talking if you're old, you ain't probably never going to find friends. You got to find pussy. Oh my God, you're so young. Oh, to be 19 again. Oh my God, Steven, what are you even worried about? Okay, yeah, you're going to find new friends, but you have to pick a new direction, buddy. Okay, so wherever you're trying to find friends, it's not working. And you know what? When I was 20, the people I hung around with were the people I worked with. Okay, so if you, I don't know if you have a career or if you have a job, but you might want to think about maybe moving into the restaurant industry. You can find a lot of friends in the restaurant industry because you all get drunk every night and have a great time. Basically, the best times of your life are in your 20s, serving and bartending. Okay, but if you don't really do that kind of stuff, all right, especially with spring coming up, all right, like, I don't know, parks and outside recreation. Oh, see, you work retail. Perfect. All right, you got to get to the mall. Okay, you got to start working somewhere with people you would want to hang out with. Okay, then you have friends for life. Okay, honestly. So there's something there, but it's like, it's not working. You got to try something new. Okay, so I don't know if you want to try a new work revenue. Like I said, I don't know if you want to start serving. You make so much more money serving than in retail, and it's almost the same kind of consistency. All right. Feeling lucky? Oh my God, Ryu, are you asking Steven out? How old are you? Okay, see, my moderator's already all over it. See, she's already wondering. See, Steven, we already have your back. We're wondering how old she is. Oh my God, no. You better watch out. He's only 19. All right. Everybody, like, if he's 19, like 35 and down, okay? Like 35 and down. Let's try not to go more than like 10 years over how old we're dating people, okay? I like women. How? Are you a woman who likes women? Or are you a man that likes women? I mean, it doesn't really matter. It's unanimous here. Good question. What do you mean? What do you mean, Sarah? See, that's what I'm picturing everybody's going to be around the age of. Like 40s. I just turned 40, right? I'm thinking everyone's going to be in 40s. Asking how old Ryu was. Oh, man. See, look at Steven. You already found friends. You're talking, right? So, I mean, you have everything you need as a package to be a friend. You just need to find better people to hang out with. I'm telling you, you're going to get them for sure. But it's most likely going to probably come through a relationship. Because, like, as you get older, I mean, who the hell has friends? Like, I mean, you have, like, again, people you work with, but, like, nobody really has friends at this age. You'd be lucky if somebody will hang out with you. But, I mean, I don't really want to go hang out with people. Like, I'm kind of like, ugh. You're going to give me 99 questions and I don't want to answer them kind of people, right? So, I mean, try not to look at friends, right? Maybe try to get more interested in you. Like, get some hobbies. Like, what do you like to do, right? Get some classes. Get a sport going. Oh, honestly, you can meet friends so many different ways. Like, my sister, she played ball hockey in her 30s, right? And she made a couple, like, weird friends, but I mean, they were friends. At least she got to go out, play a sport for a little while, meet some people, and then she went home. And that's why people, what people do is they play baseball. Okay, the drinking leagues where you just drink, you're not really playing baseball. You'll meet probably friends there. I don't know, you got to look at community activities. And it's not hard to find friends. It's hard to find good people. And those you usually find like unexpected. You usually don't go looking for those people. So look you got so much advice there, Steven. Good luck. I want to hear next time you come live that you met a friend. You got to try. You have to go and talk to people too, See somebody like they're doing, like if you skateboard or something, go to a skate park. Pass around a joint. because it's legal if you live in Canada. Pass the Dutchie. Bring a flask around with you. If you live in Canada and you are 19, I believe the States is 21. All right, so thank you everybody for your wonderful questions. And I hope it changed lives, people. Well, anybody can message me. I hope everybody has a wonderful evening. Enjoy your Fridays, people. Don't party too hard. Maybe not you, Steven, but, Steven, I'm going to be sitting at home tonight too. Okay, so don't worry. All right, we're all sitting at home alone together. Just get high if you can, if it's legal. It's legal where I am, so that's what I'm going to do tonight. And I'm going to watch a movie and have everybody a wonderful time. I will be back tomorrow. I don't know what I'm going to be doing or where I'm going to be at, but I'll be back. You'll see me. And thank you for liking the video. Thank you for being here. And yeah, thanks everybody, and peace out. Have a good one. Thank you, Daddy, for being a moderator. Oh yeah, shit. Did you ask your second question? The person I suspected now is the same person? Okay, I don't understand that, Danny. Okay, hold on. I got to answer Danny's question because I told her I would. Okay, what the heck does that mean? Write it one more time, layman's terms. If you're still there. I did make it seem like I was leaving. Oh, the person I suspected now is the same who I think it is. Yeah, but I don't know I don't know what that means, Danny. Like suspected. I don't know how to ask spirit that question. The way my nose is reacting, I'm guessing you know the answer to this, so I'm just going to, like, grab your energy. Okay, is your suspicion... Okay, you got the no need to worry card. So that's why I'm like, and my nose got all itchy. So that's why I think you already know. I think your suspicion is correct. Is Danny's suspicion correct? Yes or no? Cut the cord. So I would say... Your suspicions are correct. That is a yes from the universe. Yeah, you're going in the right direction. Yeah, your suspicion is correct, Danny. Thank you, everybody. Peace out. Thank you for your questions. And yes, we'll do more live questions for reals on Friday. I mean, on Sunday. Okay, I don't know what I'm going to do tomorrow. Like I said, I have no idea, but I'll be back anyways. Peace out. Have a good one. Sleep tight. And we'll see you when we see you, all right? Peace.